Hello everyone! Welcome back to Roots of Pacha. Good morning, little bunny! Okay, a gift from Reese. Oh, our animals will love that. And Garrick's idea, we really need to work on this. Oh, but he wants hardwood. That is like the worst thing to potentially ask us for right now. We are so busy trying to get our irrigation system fully up and running. We're trying to do some expansion on it, so we're fully ready for spring. So I don't know, this might be a big ask, but we'll see how well we do. We know that we want to do like one more round of expansion on our irrigation system, so we're going to take care of that this time around. And then if we can muster up the rest of the hardwood that we need for his water wheel idea, we will get right on that, because I think that will be a very good thing to have in time for spring as well. So oh my goodness, we have a lot on our plates today, so let's get right in it, see how much we can possibly get done, and see where we end up at the end of the episode. Oh, look at our beautiful little animals. Oh my goodness. And of course, now we have to go back to harvesting eggs. I think we need another chest. I don't know that we have enough space for all this stuff anymore. Oh, no, we still have a little bit of room. Okay, let's pop that in there. Perfect. Okay. I'm trying to failing to quickly do math. We have 9 pieces of fur, but we are going to need more than that. So let's bump that over too. I'm like 12. 12 is the number we need, because we need 6 irrigation extenders in order to continue expanding our field. So we're going to start off by collecting as much hardwood as we can get our hands on, because it takes 25 pieces of hardwood in order to make a single irrigation extender. So at the moment we are halfway there. We're looking for that like 150 mark. And that's just for the extenders. Then if we want to do our water wheel too, we're going to need another 60 pieces of hardwood on top of that. And I mentioned before that we could check out the savanna, because I think if we chop wood down in the savanna, I believe it ends up being hardwood, so we can go check that out as well. If we end up running out of hardwood in the village, which is a very likely possibility if we take on our water wheel quest as well. Okay, here we go. I wonder how we lost like a single piece of hardwood somewhere. Like, did something just ask for a single piece of hardwood? Because it seems really weird that we just have 129, like we lost a piece somewhere. Did we accidentally send it into the bin for contribution points or something? Okay. Dun dun dun. Here we go. More hardwood. That's what we're looking for. And then of course we're gonna have to go make some more yarn so we can get these extenders going. And then we also need to venture into the savanna anyway, so we can get our hands on more plant fiber, because we're getting short on that too. Okay, we might as well just take this tree as well. Better get it while the getting's good, I suppose. I was gonna say, who lives all the way down here? I don't remember there being like a little hut over here, but I guess there is. Or I'm not as far south as I thought. I'm like, that's our sundial. This is the entrance to the forest. I was thinking it was like the river that goes to the ocean. Okay, more trees. This is what we need. Lots and lots of trees. We're just gonna have to be cooking all the good meals. Oh, this must be like one of their little craft corner places that they made. We haven't really checked out every location that they have upgraded around the village. So getting to wander around right now is a lot of fun. Yeah, they got like really artsy places going on now. That is so neat. Okay, do we see any more hardwood? I know we cut a lot of it down last time, so if we kind of quit running into it, I would get it. Yep. There's more in the field, which is great. All right, let's go start making our yarn. And then of course, last time we unlocked the school, and now we have these really cool little schedule things so the kids can come and take care of some of the chores for us as long as we contribute to the little learning station. So we did pay them for, I believe it was 10 days. They're going to come and offer their services. Wow, we have plant knowledge 5 with beets. Like, this irrigation system is like game changing for our knowledge levels. So beets and lettuce, we got fully up to knowledge level 5. So that is pretty exciting in a single winter. Oh my goodness, we have more peas to collect. We are going to have to start dumping stuff into the bin because I have that feeling that our inventory is pretty close to exploding at this point. All right, we'll just run down here to the contribution bin and dump a whole bunch of stuff off. Okay, whoops. Let's just throw all of this over. Maybe I'll keep some of the higher quality beets. I'm really been tempted to keep some of the higher end stuff. Where did that come from? Did we craft some of that last time? We must have. Okay. Now, as usual, probably want to start with like our lower quality stuff, so let's get that going. And I'll just put that all through our wonderful little yarn maker here. Oh, we've scared our little ibex away. It's like, I don't know what you're doing, but you disturbed my sleep and I'm gonna go wander off now. Thanks for nothing. But you know what? It's gonna be really happy when it starts seeing those little bales going through once we throw them in the feed shed as soon as we're done here. Okay, we're getting all that bison fur yarn going. Excellent. And I think we need to craft just a little bit more, 2 more I think, and then we should have it. This is when I'll find out I only needed 1 yarn per trench or irrigation system extender. Okay, so we'll throw those in there. I'm gonna keep the fiber because we still need to collect more for ourselves. Let's get the extenders going. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that is so neat. They have a storage box, so they collected some peas for us. How cool is that? I was kind of wondering how that would all work and play together. So, right, we need to drain our trenches in order to do any kind of extending here. So let's get it drained. And then, did I really only need to craft 3 more extenders or 2 more and I went overboard? I needed more trenches. Okay. Nope, we're good. Need to make more trenches. Okay, let's start with our 6 extenders. Oh my goodness, say that 3 times fast. Okay, so we've got 6 of those now, which is good. And now we need to focus on all of the trenches. So that means we are going to need a lot of fiber and a lot of stone. And I feel confident that we already have like all of the stone that we need. Okay, I have 2 left, so that's gonna go way down at the bottom here when we, let us just plop them down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that how it's running? Perfect. Okay, now we just need to get all of the trenching going. All right, so we're gonna head over to the savannah. I'll try chopping one of the trees over once we get there just to see if it does turn into hardwood. Like, I'm pretty sure it's going to. And then you guys will know, and then we will of course start chopping down loads of fiber because I really want this extension thing done. Okay, where is our first savannah tree? Because that's gonna be the thing. You're our lucky tree right here. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna be hardwood. Aha. There we have it. Hardwood in the savannah. Okay, copper sickle. I really wish I would have upgraded you sooner, but let's face it, we've been so busy with everything else. and we need, what is it, like 5 plant fiber per trench, and we need so many trenches. We need 80, I think it's 80 trenches that we need to do all of the extenders that we currently have in the field. Okay, we need to start eating some meals here, so we will get right on that, no worries. So it's really good that last time we went into the cave system and we ended up finding that one little hidden location that gave us extra max stamina. So highly recommend doing that if you haven't gone into that cave area yet. Get your stamina like maxed out so you can accomplish more in a day. If I had known that was the thing there, I probably would have gone in and muddled our way through that a lot sooner than we did, because having that kind of stamina when you want to do field work like we're currently doing is like phenomenal. But of course, we're compensating with cooked meals, which is also a perfectly good alternative if you feel like you get really lost in those caves, because I would completely understand that because I got turned around so many times. But you know what? We persevered and we got to the end, so that was fantastic. Look at all that plant fiber. I didn't really count how much we're going to need, but I'm not too concerned because if we grab extra, we'll give it to the animals. They could use it. It'll just be like storage for next year, or if the plant fiber doesn't grow back very well in their little area. Which reminds me, if any of our dirt is still tilled in our animal area, we should probably go untill it so we have the best chance of getting as much plant fiber growing over there as possible. Oh my goodness. Here we go. We are just chopping things down. You know, we might actually get this whole irrigation system like extended to the point where we're moderately satisfied by the end of the day today if we are really lucky here. I didn't check to see how much stone we were lugging around with us. Okay, 200 pieces of stone, and oh goodness, okay, we can only make 53. Okay, oh, 52. Okay, so that's still not enough because we decided we needed 80. So, oh my goodness, do we ever need the plant fiber? So let's just keep snacking on some meals here and see how far we can go. It is starting to get kind of late, so I don't want to eat more food than we can actually use up. Here we go. I was like, oh yeah, we definitely have to have enough fiber. Oh no, were we ever wrong? Okay, here we go. But the good news is we're over halfway there, so we're getting very close. So it might just come to needing to place all of our trenches in the morning, which is okay as well. We'll just have to make sure that we drain them because the kids will activate the pump for us because that's what we have set in their wonderful little learning station. Not a big deal at all. Okay, we're gonna have to start heading back really soon. But it's okay. Here we go. And here I was worried that we were gonna have extra. It's like, nope, we haven't done enough yet. Like I said, very labor intensive in order to get the irrigation system up and running, but you only have to do it once and then it's done, so you might as well just muscle through it at the start, right? Okay, let's eat one more dish and we'll kind of chop a few more on our way back here. Starting to get late, but that's okay. Just kind of grab these nice thick bits on the way. Kind of want to make sure we get the full swing of our sickle there. And of course, if I had upgraded, we would be doing this so much faster. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, we're out of stamina again. Let's get the trenches moved over. We need less than 30 now. So, what was it, like 28 I think we need? Crap those. Perfect, so we just have to toss those down. I'm not sure if we will have time to do that today. We're just like so far out in the savannah. Maybe we can get some of them down. Dun Ta-da! You know, to be honest, I think we actually made too many trenches because I keep thinking that an extender can do 10 trenches, but I actually think we counted it out the other day and it was 9. But that's okay. The more trenches we have isn't really going to hurt us. Okay, let's throw these guys down. Okay, there we go. So yeah, 9. And with any luck, we have cleared 9 all the way down here. I don't know. We'll find out if that tree's in the way or not. Nope, we don't want you to detour. We want you to just stay going straight down. We don't need to make any cool windy paths. It would probably look really nifty, but I don't think I am quite creative enough to be able to handle doing all of the thinking around that. I probably could design something neat, but it'd be something I'd probably want to do off screen because it would take way too long. Okay, so we do need to take down that tree tomorrow. It was so close. Alright, let's see if we can get to bed before we pass out. Make sure we go into the right hut here. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure if we're gonna make it. No, we should probably be okay. Our bed's just so far away. Uh-oh. Oh, we did it. We snuck in. Okay, excellent. We did contribute a little bit. Oh, wow. So 1,034 contribution points, and that was just our crops now. So I'm telling you, these irrigation systems and our expanded crop fields, we are just going to be reeling in the contribution points. A new baby animal. So Bison and Bison's baby has arrived. Oh, hello, little one. So yeah, we've gotten back into our animal breeding just a little bit. We're starting to get a bit braver, although we still have very limited space in our animal sheds. We still have that one medium animal shed. Electrum bait necklace is finished. Okay, so we need to talk to him and we have to decide if there are any more accessories that we want to focus on. I'm not sure if we will pull the trigger on, let's just get rid of that tool for a moment. If we will pull the trigger on doing any more accessory upgrades for winter, I kind of want to save our contribution points. Like if we have time, we will probably do a ton of fishing right in the last day or two of winter to get as many contribution points as possible, because I would really love to be able to fully fill these fields. The only unfortunate part is that once spring does hit, we're probably going to get a bunch of debris all over our field, so we're going to have to clear it and then make sure everything is tilled. How is our hoe looking, by the way? Okay, it's just a copper one. So that's another thing I think we should maybe do is talk to Acre and really inquire about getting that hoe upgraded, because then we'll be able to do 9 squares instead of the 6 that we can currently do. So that'll make our spring tilling go a lot faster, which of course would be really ideal. Okay, so let's finish getting these down. Now this is just going to be our summer irrigation or spring irrigation expansion. Come summer, we're going to be expanding yet again. We want as much room as possible for all of those butternut squash. We're gonna have to chop down 2 more trees by the looks of it. You know, I feel like I did pretty good in guessing how much space we were potentially going to need. So I'm quite pleased with myself about that, I'm gonna be honest, because I wasn't sure how much we would be able to do, because we're waiting for our animals to produce all of the fur, and then of course we have to keep up with collecting all of our hardwood and other resources that we need for this big huge trenching project, because oh my goodness, hands on. Now I think our pumps can only handle so many extenders and trenches, So I'm kind of just like waiting for that moment where it tells us like, you know, we've reached the max amount that we can possibly do. Okay, whoops. Let's stop trying to eat that here. And let's break a stone. And one more little trench down there. And then let's clear our big trees here. So this is going to be really good. I feel like this is going to be a great spring expansion, and then hopefully off and on throughout spring we'll kind of just keep plugging away at pushing our clearing down. We also want to start working on getting ourselves some more trees growing too. We've only planted one tree so far, and I wouldn't be surprised if... Oh no, did I actually even out these extenders? I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised if some of these trenches were like short. Maybe these two might have been only 8 long instead of 9 because I wanted to keep it a nice even amount. How is our little tree doing? Does it grow at all during winter? No, it's still pretty small. I wasn't sure how long those take to grow or even if it would grow in winter. Alright, so I feel really good now that we have our trenches done, and it's like not totally double the size. It's like a couple squares short of double what we used to have. So I feel like we're going to make some very good progress with the trenches. Like we are going to have a massive spring field, and I am looking forward to it. And then of course I'd like to try and double down again when we get to summer. And I want like just a massive butternut squash crop, and we're probably going to have to make like a whole bunch more solar panel or solar dryers to be able to handle it all, but that's okay. I really cannot wait to see what kind of profit we can get from that. We're going to have knowledge level 5 with butternut squash in like no time. Okay, we'll throw that in there, and we did end up with our 60 hardwood, so that's great. I'm glad we experimented in the savannah. And I think we needed 100 stone. I'm just gonna throw our other fur in here, and then I think we needed tin and copper. Yep, I'm pretty sure. Let's check on our ideas and make sure we have everything before we track him down. Oops. Yeah, we're good. And he was over by the river. Okay, we are gonna get this water wheel idea in the works, and then of course we need to hunt our good buddy down for our... What are you doing? Are you just inspecting rocks? She seems very pleased with herself. I'm kind of scared to disturb her. She looks like she's having fun. Get our bait necklace back so we can really ramp up our fishing. Hello! Racing on the back of Tequis is even more fun than dancing. And I love dancing. Okay, let's do some research. Now, to get to work breaking things. I mean, experimenting. Okay, Garrek has begun working on this idea. Now this is going to be fun. I might just pick a couple of the villagers and maybe run a poll so you guys can decide who we end up marrying, because there's quite a few marriage candidates that I'm kind of interested in. So it'll be kind of cool to let you guys maybe have the final say, because I'm not sure that I can fully decide. I don't know enough about the characters yet. So I don't know if you guys will have played more of the game so you know, or just maybe you'll find an NPC that you have a lot of fun with. I really enjoyed our poll with Stardew Valley, or not Stardew Valley, Sunhaven was a lot of fun. And where is our good buddy that has our bait necklace? Let's try our map. I like that we're only wearing 3 accessories right now because we took off our bait necklace to get it upgraded. All the way down to the bottom. Oh my goodness, so many names. Okay, he is over here, so let's go. I think we will just keep fishing in the river. Did we ever hit knowledge level 5 with those fish? Now I have to go and investigate. And of course we're still missing that one, and I think it's in the forest, and it's probably like a spring one. Okay, so we're almost halfway through knowledge level 4. I'm very curious to get knowledge level 5 with these because we seem to be getting pretty good quality ones at knowledge level 4, but we're kind of running out of days in winter. Oh, what's this? Pip, I could use your help. I was thinking about branches in the wind. The tips of the branches swing more than the part of the trunk, by the trunk. So I thought, what if that same force could be applied to move something like the stump? But it keeps slipping. I know. Pip, can you hand me that rock? Thanks. I think if I can pivot on the rock, it will let me use the force from up here down there. It works! Now, what to call it? A forcer? A pusher? A lifter? That's it, a lifter! Oh, so Garrek is really like an idea inventor here. You know, a lot of the clan treats me like I'm weird. But that was such a great idea. I know. Sometimes I don't think I explain my ideas well. It's like all the words want to come out at once, and then I'm not sure what to say. Aw, I just wish people like Jin and Grob saw me as someone who's helpful in the clan too. Maybe I'm too shy. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for helping out. I appreciate it. Oh, that is such a sweet little cutscene. Oh. We haven't had a lot of cutscenes with the villagers, so we must be starting to get that like level of friendship going without intentionally getting the friendship going, which is always pretty cool. Oh, he's meditating. Okay, well, unfortunately, we're going to disturb him. Here's the Electrum bait necklace. Wear it often to unlock all of its power. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. So we're going to bother you again. I'm sorry. I've studied the spirits for a long time, but even I can't claim to know all of their ways. And what do we have for accessories that we haven't really done yet? So charisma. So this is something that we could do because we are thinking about getting like that good NPC like boost here because we want to be starting to do friendships. So look at that, 5 wood and 5 amethyst. I think we have that sitting in the chest and it's only 300 contribution points. That might be what we do. Okay, so that's running speed. We have mounts now, so I'm not too concerned with that one. And we're pretty done with the caves at the moment. That actually might have been really handy while we were trying to figure out that last little challenge with the max stamina. Okay, we did have one where trees would yield more wood. This would probably be a really good one to have when you're trying to get all of your wood for your irrigation system. So that is probably another one we should work on as well. To gather more, so that'll be like forageables by the sounds of it, and endurance to use less stamina. Now we focus so hard on maximizing our stamina that I'm less concerned about our endurance at this point, but I bet that would be a really good one to do as well if we have like a big project like today when we were, or yesterday when we were going through and getting all of our fiber and wood. Oh, a chance to get hardwood from any tree. Okay, that would also be really good for our irrigation systems. Attuning with animals, not too concerned about. We don't have a lot of issues with that. Buffs from food last longer. That'll be good if we start getting into cooking, which I do hope we get into at some point soon. And higher quality of cooked dishes. So we have 2 cooking ones that we can start working on before we really get amped up into cooking. And okay, so we have 2 that would be really good for friending people. So extra charisma and when we start wanting to give gifts. Okay. I know we have lots of that stone, so I'm not, or gem, so I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, So these are probably going to be our next two that we're going to focus on. And then we're going to go with the gold spices bracelet, and the silver tasting armlet will probably be the next two after that. So I think that's kind of how we're going to push our focus. We have our crops one, so we're really happy with that. And we've got our fishing, so we can get lots of contribution points. So I think our next is going to be like that charisma, because we have the school now, so I'd really like to focus on some of the NPC interactions and getting to know all the NPCs. And then I don't know if it's like Stardew Valley where we can unlock meals by friending people, but we'll find out. And if that is the case, I'll be glad that we do the tasting thing last. I think Stardew Valley has maybe trained me to put the cooking last, just in case we do get a bunch more recipes. So I think we're gonna bug him right away to make us that one bracelet. Wow, we're gonna have to get more gold and silver. We're gonna have to work on that. I think we will go right for the high-end one right away, because that other one is like so easy with just the wood and the amethyst that we definitely have. And it's so cheap that I'm like, we can really do that anytime, like just a quick turnaround one. So we'll get him working on the more expensive one, and then we can get him to like work on the cheaper one after we've spent all of these contribution points on our plants. So yeah, charisma, gift giving, let's get this upgrading. Okay, and then that one probably won't hit the Electrum one until sometime after we get more contribution points in spring, because we're also going to need to be able to go in and do more mining to get that gold and silver, because we're going to need both to do that final upgrade. I think we're definitely going to be good on the gem front though. Okay, so those can go in there, and then where have we been holding on to our beets? Because I think I'm just going to... Wow, are those our wild ones? Wild beets, like look at that, look at the difference. And I think we're just gonna toss in our best quality ones. Like we'll just fully exchange those out, and I think we'll keep doing that with the crops as we go through this year. And then whenever we're ready to do the cooking, we should get some really good cooked dishes if we swap out our lower wild crops with some higher quality ones as we go. So before I forget, I'm just going to untill all of this area right here before I forget, because I want to have the best chance to get as much... Have I not talked to the animals today? Uh-oh. I feel like I have neglected some barn animals today. Oh no, Bison seems to have fleas. Okay, you need medicine, my good friend. So let's keep talking to everyone and make sure everyone else is good. Did I really forget to talk to the animals today? Yep, our horse is fully grown. Oh my goodness, such a sweetheart. Okay, have I talked to all of these? I think so. Okay, so flea medication, what do we need? Cold medicine, tummy, flea repellent, so oil and any flea repellent herb. Okay, into the herb chest here. Digestion, and here we go. Fleas. Sure, let's grab that many. I'm not sure how many we'll actually need. And where have we been keeping like our sunflowers or something like that? I tell you, summer is going to be a very busy season for me, because it's going to be like all butternut squash and sunflowers, because that just seems like really easy oil because they grow really quickly. And I think it was in here. Okay, well this is the first time we have had an animal get sick in winter, so I feel like we have done really well for our winter season. And which one was it that had the fleas? That one. Okay. Here you go, my good friend. Bison is doing much better. Perfect. Okay, back to getting this all untilled. And I think I'm probably going to move our solar dryers and our smokers. Like, I want to give our animals as much room as possible. This is going to be their area. I might have to wait until they go to bed to finish getting all of this done. That's okay. Let's go snag ourselves some fish once I get this put away. Get working on those contribution points. Oh my goodness, you're such a beautiful horse. Oh. Okay, before I get too distracted, fishing, let's go. We'll work on replacing those spent contribution points. And carry on with trying to get knowledge level 5 with these fish. I mean, with the amount of fish that we have caught, I feel like we should almost be there already, but we're not even quite halfway through level 4, so maybe I haven't been fishing here as much as I think I have. So this will be really good. I think we are going to be very well set up for spring. I think I want to make a couple more solar dryers because I think we're going to make a whole bunch or grow a whole bunch of tomatoes, and we're going to throw those all through the solar dryers for spring. And then I don't think I'm going to be like too concerned about making more juicers because we'll find out for sure, but I think the water wheel will take care of doing like juicing and turning things into grains. But we'll find out for certain once Garrek gets that idea fully formed, which with any luck will be like right at the end of winter here. We're kind of pushing it a bit, but I'm excited. But the things that we can probably work on making will be things that the water wheel won't be able to handle. So that'll be like making our casks and stuff so we can make wine and vinegar and all of that kind of stuff. We should maybe like start ramping more of that stuff up this year because it's kind of stuff we've been neglecting a little bit in the first year. We haven't been really producing higher end processed goods. So we might need to get a little bit more into that come year 2 because I've kind of put it off a little bit because we've been busy upgrading everything else. And it was then she realized that she hadn't put on her fancy new necklace. Oh goodness. I'm like, why are the fish spawning so slowly? Like, this should be like, they should be popping in like crazy. And I'm like, we didn't put our accessory on after it was upgraded. That would do it. But I have to say, I'm really happy with all of the accessory upgrades. I'd actually be a little scared to start a new file of Roots of Pacha and go straight to the fishing because I feel like I've been so spoiled with that bracelet of quietude that I would probably startle a lot of fish at this point. I think I've been too spoiled with how good the fishing has been with these accessories. There we go. So we'll fish a little bit longer, probably until midnight, I think, and then we will go throw our fish onto the fish smokers. So that's going to be our thing. Like, we're going to have a bunch of solar dryers. We're going to have, maybe we'll even make ourselves some more fish smokers. There are some days where we could definitely use a couple extra when we like really get into like the fishing zone. But I think the majority of our contribution points is going to end up coming from crops and stuff next year. And I think that's going to be really good because we'll spend less time fishing, which means we're going to have that extra time to do all of that extra food processing because we know we're going to have contribution points from the field, so we don't have to worry about doing so much fishing to try and get the contribution points to do our upgrades. So this will be our last fish of the night, and then we will go check out the smokers. Oh, don't scare the fish away. Hello, little stargazer. Okay, how full can we get these? Oh, our little bunny. Oh, don't throw them on the solar dryer. I think that was like one of the mistakes I made the first time I played was I was constantly throwing fish into the solar dryers, and I really should have been throwing them on the smokers. And look at that, we even caught one extra fish. And I'm just going to see if I can quickly get all of this tilled back up. I would use the hoe, but since it's not gonna like perfectly cover them all, I would get some that would be untilled, and it's a mess. I've done it before and it's not good, so 1 square at a time is plenty. Perfect. All right, to bed we go. Wow, we've been having such busy days, but we've been so productive. It's so exciting. Okay, they're getting closer to their central plaza paving, and 286 contribution points. That's okay. We've been swapping out some of the higher quality stuff. Now we're on those last couple days of winter, so we're getting so close to spring, we can almost feel it. Winter pea knowledge has increased to 4, so I'm assuming that the peas are done in the field, and when the kids grab the peas, we're getting the knowledge skill for it. He needs 2 days to finish. Okay, so that's definitely not going to be done until spring. Let's go collect our smoked fish, and let's go say good morning to our animals before I forget, because oh my goodness, it's so embarrassing when that happens. Oh my goodness, we need to clean up our pen here. Pyramid achievement? No way, really? Wow, okay. That's exciting. And hello, little horse. Aw, I can't wait until we can breed those. I'm actually kind of curious. We probably don't have the friendship levels. We should just check them right now. Inspect. Okay, so yeah, they still have like 3 more spaces to go, but we could actually ride this horse now. And of course, horses will probably be more concerned with the speed. Oh. Yeah, okay. So they're going to take a little bit more time before we can actually start breeding our horses, but I am so excited about horse breeding. Okay, so horse manure, just because it stinks doesn't mean it can't be useful. Oh, I think we could actually use that in... Okay, I'm just going to toss it in this chest. And with our eggs, I'm sure that will be very yummy. Yikes. I think we could use that in our composting area, so we're going to have to take a peek at that. Don't go outside before we can talk to you. Oh, I think that bison is running away from us. Yikes. Now we could set up the kids so that they could also take care of cleaning out the sheds and stuff for us, but again, I don't know, it's just so easy to do in this game that I don't mind having to do that. Don't go outside yet. Oh my goodness, so scared. Everyone's happy, that's great. Okay, we know we can't breed our horses yet, so I'm just gonna let that go for now. And we were going to check out our little composting bin here, right here. So... any horse manure. Okay, so that gives us like quality stuff. Interesting. Oh, quality compost. That might be kind of exciting. So horse manure and any other regular poo. That could be kind of interesting to play with. I haven't gotten to play with a lot of the composting stuff. And again, it's so hard to try and get everything done in this game. There's just so much to do that we kind of just have to pick and choose what we want to focus on in a given minute. So there's still lots for us to go and explore. Bad tool for us to be holding in here. So we'll harvest our peas, we'll get those shipped away, and then we will go check out our pyramid achievement. And then I think we're going to get back to doing some more fishing just to try and get our contribution points like back up there, because like I said, I think we're going to be doing a lot of purchasing our seeds in order to plant our garden for spring. So I want to make sure we have the contribution points to be able to afford as many as possible. And there is, of course, a little bit of a hiccup with that plan, because depending on the plant knowledge that we have for a given crop, there's only going to be a limited amount of seeds that we will be able to buy. So tomatoes, I think we probably had like the highest spring plant knowledge, so we'll probably be able to buy the most of those. So we might still have to scrounge around for some seeds. I'm not expecting to be able to like fully fill our fields with crops right away. I think it's going to take a couple days to be able to do it, but we will get there. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. These two over here are going to take so long, but now that we do our gift giving and stuff, I think we'll be okay because I think a lot of it has to do with friending the people that live in the savannah and down by the beach. Some animals shared what they laid or produced. Some animals shared their coats with them. Some animals gave them rich nutrients for their plants. They witnessed animal births in their village. Okay, so let's do that. We only have 2 more to go, and then we have fully done the pyramid, which kind of blows my mind a little bit because it seems like there's so much still to do. A cheetah bracelet? What does that do? Imbued with a power that increases your mount speed. Okay, so this would be way better than increasing our foot speed. Well, maybe. Does that apply to racing? That would be kind of cool to know. Okay, instead of doing, like, look at that. I think these stones cover, like, part of the story that we get told every once in a while. So I'm very curious to see what happens when more of the story gets unlocked. And let's pick this up. We can throw that in our animal feed bin. We know our animals love chewing on this stuff. Aww. Oh my goodness, all of the animals just look so cute and adorable in this game. We're gonna go back to the land. We're gonna go fishing in the river for the day and just work on getting our contribution points up there so we're like fully ready for spring. I'm not gonna worry about clearing more of the field at this point. We just want to get our contribution points up there so we can buy as many crops as possible in that first week of summer and then our first week of spring. I'm too excited about summer. Can you tell I keep talking about summer and I'm like, wow, it's not even spring yet. I'd almost be curious to like move all of these chests down and put our smokers up here, but our animals are like in the way, so you almost have to like build a little fence to keep the animals clear. It could be done. But I guess it really depends on where you do most of your fishing, right? Because if we did most of our fishing like elsewhere, like we would for summer and stuff, it doesn't really we don't need the smokers close by, but for our river fishing, it'd be nice to have the smokers right there. I like that we're getting snow on the pond today. I think it's so pretty. Okay, so we have 2 days left. Can we get this fish up to knowledge level 5 before the end of winter? That would be really interesting to know. I don't know that we can do it, but you know, we need the points, so we'll see how many we catch. And then of course I have to be mindful because I'm like every 5 hours, that's when things change around. But it's nice that we no longer have to eat our cooked meals in order to get the fish spawning faster because our necklace now takes care of that for us. So we should always have like a good supply of fish. In fact, eating one of those dishes should make the fish spawn in even faster. Oh, no, don't want that fish. Can we get like one of the other ones? Good. I like how many fish we are seeing. This is fantastic. It gives us way more options for fish. We're not just stuck with like the first 1 or 2 fish that come into the pond now. If we just wait a couple seconds, it seems like there's like a whole school of fish that keeps entering. Okay, I'm gonna catch, I don't know, how many fish have I caught already? We'll go for one more. We'll go 1 more fish, and then we're gonna run down to the smokers, fill them up as much as possible, and then we'll come back, catch a whole bunch. We're gonna try and get as much into that contribution bin as we can today. Okay, so we already got 3 fish here, which is good. Boom, 3 fish. That's 4. Okay, so we didn't quite catch enough to fully fill all the smokers, but not bad. I'm kind of guessing. So 8 p.m. we will be able to do our next round, and I kind of think we'll just leave it that way. We could catch 3 more and run them down to the smoker, but I'm not sure that it's like gonna totally be worth it at this point. I should have just counted. The reason why I wanted like that 3 p.m. cutoff is if we are very diligent about going down there at 8 p.m. and loading those smokers back up, we should be able to pull another set of fish off at like 1 a.m. and have 2 batches of fish, smoked fish, going into the contribution bin, which should be pretty good. And I do like that we are seeing a lot of the higher end fish for this type of fish. That is really good. That means more contribution points for us, and we catch them so quickly now. And you do have to remember, this fish used to be a 3-bar fish, and at knowledge level 3 it backed off to 2 bars. So it's a pretty decent quality fish, just at the lowest quality to be catching and smoking. So that's why I'm really stuck on this one spot. If the Pluto fish spawned by the forest all by itself more often, that would be a really good spot too, because we have knocked that one down from 4 bars to 3. So if we could continuously catch that fish, it would be pretty good to catch as well, because it would be worth even more than these. But that might be like a next year thing too. Although I feel like we're going to be like so busy experimenting with all of the makers and stuff next year that we probably won't be as heavily fishing unless we're like really desperate for contribution points, which I really don't think we should be. I think we should be pretty set. Oh, the snow stopped going onto the pond now. That's sad. I really like watching it on the pond. It's just so pretty. Okay, I don't really want to catch that fish. I'm just like not that interested in it. I'm like, fish, you get to stay in the pond. They just don't seem to spawn often enough in this area that I'm like, it's gonna take forever to work up the knowledge level. Okay, we're almost at 7 p.m., so it's getting close to that time where we need to go down and tend to the smokers. I'm like, I don't want to go down so quickly that we're having to really wait for the smokers to finish, but I don't want to stay here fishing so long that the smokers are done and we could have put the fish on sooner. What a very delicate balance, isn't it? Okay, we'll catch one more fish. Uh-oh, it's 7:20 already. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Okay, one more quick fish. Here we go. And then down to the smokers we will run. Okay, let's start with the higher quality fish. I like to get those on the smokers first, just so that they have all of that time to get smoked and into the contribution bin. Go, go, go. And last one. Okay, we did pretty good. It is 8 p.m. and they are on there. So now it'll be around, that midnight 12:30 thing like we usually have, and then we'll go swap our fish out again, and then we'll hopefully have like a full round of fish ready for the morning that are all smoked. Oh, we got the snow back on the pond now. It's so weird how sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. But I always really do enjoy it when it happens. Okay, now we have those 4-bar fish that come out. And this is where I get kind of sad, because I'm like, I like that we get the opportunity to catch the 4-bar fish, but at the same time, they take twice as long, if not longer, to catch than the other fish that we were just quickly pulling out of the water. So we don't catch as many in the same amount of time, which is a little inconvenient. And then I'm also really curious because there's some of those 2-bar fish, right, that we haven't got knowledge level 3 on. And I'm like, if we did get knowledge level 3 on these fish, would they drop down to like a single bar? Could they really be like that quick to pull out of the water? All of the things that run through my mind, right? Oh, another trumpet fish. Let's go. Okay, almost 10:30. I really gotta mind the time because this is gonna be like a very quick scoop and dump from the smokers back onto the smokers and then to the contribution bin and then hopefully to bed in time. But I'm like, if we pass out, we pass out. Like, we would take a little hit on our stamina, but we still have lots of cooked meals, so nothing to be too concerned about there. Okay, 11 p.m. Oh my goodness, is it getting late? But I feel like we're going to end up with a lot of contribution points in the next couple of days, which is what we really want for spring. I'm like so eager to get ourselves set up very good for spring, and then hopefully I will remember tomorrow, around the 28th day of winter, to flip our accessories around to our farming ones so that they can start bonding the night before spring. I'm not sure how the bonding works. I don't know if it's like you have to have it on a set number of days or if it actually goes like right down to the hour. I think we can catch one more fish here. We're getting greedy now. We want all of those contribution points. Okay, this is gonna be fun because I'm like, all of our fish are all mixed up. Oh, tripping on stuff. So our couple fish that we threw down here first should be the first ones done. I like how I'm like really thinking hard about this. Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay, where's our next higher end fish here? Okay, those ones are all done. And those ones should all be done. Okay, to the contribution bin. I feel good about this. Look at all those smoked fish we have to donate. There we go. And we still have 4 for tomorrow. That is fantastic. I'm like, do we have enough time to do the composting? Because I'm kind of curious about that. We have 1 little piece of poo in our inventory plus the horse manure. Can we do it? Probably standing on the wrong side to get us in bed sooner. Okay, that's going to. Look at us. All right, and off to bed we go. Yes, let's go to sleep for the night. Okay, so we furthered the irrigation system. We started getting contribution points for spring, and we're starting to work on upgrading accessories for charisma and gifting, which is also really exciting. And look at that, we got 4,871 contribution points. If we can do that again, I think we're going to be more than set for spring. That's going to be the end of today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.